UFC fighter Hailey Cowan's husband and coach arrested for sexual abuse of a minor? What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the City Life Project YouTube channel for another MMA news and reaction video. Let's get right into it. 40-year-old Jacob Brennan was arrested for charges stemming from alleged sex crimes. The 40-year-old was booked into McLennan County Jail on May 19th, 2024, after a female and former student of his came forward revealing she'd been inappropriately touched by her coach, Jacob Brennan, between 2013 and 2015. The alleged victim at the time would have been as young as 13 years of age when the began. Prior to the arrest, well prior to the arrest, in fact, on an Instagram page that surfaced under the title @Spilled the Beans Tea Party, which is still active at the time of this recording and posting, shared various screenshots of the alleged conversations between Brennan and his former student. These posts first surfaced in February of 2024, and the account was created by the victim's now boyfriend.
Alright, y'all, so I kind of just wanted to hop on here to let y'all know that I will be telling my story soon on this page. I don't have a personal account. This isn't even my page. My boyfriend actually made this page for me, and he helped me out with telling a little bit of my story, trying to expose him.
The crimes were first reported to the police on November 2nd, 2023, well before this Instagram account was created and started posting in February. When the crimes were reported, an affidavit was provided to the police, and in that affidavit, it read that Jacob Brennan kissed her hundreds of times and touched her and below her clothes hundreds of times in various rooms throughout the gym every day. Some of the text, as you can see here, suggest he used classes and teaching certain techniques in order to become more hands-on with this particular alleged victim, like mount, for example, in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. In the affidavit, it does show that Brennan was aware of his actions and the consequences that came with them, as he was paranoid, for a lack of a better term. It reads, Brennan was concerned with getting caught and would stop touching if he heard noises in the gym or believed someone was nearby when we were alone together. He was ultimately booked and charged for indecency with child contact and was detained on a $75,000 bond, which, according to the @Spilled the Beans Tea Party Instagram account, was paid, and Jacob Brennan has been released from jail. Under Texas law, crimes in accordance with the alleged actions is a second-degree felony and can have consequences up to 2 to 20 years in prison, in addition to $10,000+ of fines. I know 2 to 20 years is a massive discrepancy, but obviously there's a lot that would go into the case, and charges can be added or non-existent depending on the full story. I mean, I can't imagine what Hailey Cowan is going through as well right now. I personally even had a teacher in high school who was one of my favorite teachers, just an awesome woman, and a situation like this happened with their family, where her now ex-husband was abusive towards a minor as well. And as students at the time and the community, we really saw how devastating it was. Now, Hailey Cowan has not had the run in the UFC that she expected, clearly. Hell, that maybe even the MMA community expected. But she's only had one fight in the UFC, in fairness, which she lost. She's 7-3 right now as a pro. And since defeating 7-2 Claudia Lette on Dana White's Contender series, she's had 4 canceled fights in total, 2 before her debut in the UFC, which she lost, and 2 after. She was actually supposed to fight this last weekend on the UFC Fight Night Barbosa versus Murphy card. She lost to Jamey-Lyn Horth, who's 5-0 at that time, and has not fought since early 2023. and has not won since her Contender Series decision win in 2022. She had to pull out from this most recent UFC Fight Night due to a nasty injury in a broken leg as well. So again, according to the Instagram page, Jacob Brennan's bond has been paid and he has been released from jail, but this is far from over. And though, based on, again, one picture that I saw there, which is not enough proof, doesn't tell the whole story, it does show, again, from the point of view of Spilled the Beans Tea Party, at least the point of view that they want us to see it as, it looks like Hailey Cowan and his family has his support. I mean, $75,000, that's a good chunk of change as well. But you got to imagine, even at the end of the day, if there turns out to have never been a fire and the smoke was coming from elsewhere, you're still going to panic a bit. You're still going to have to go through a bunch of shit. And for Hailey Cowan, husband, coach, someone who's involved in her pro MMA career, someone who's trying to make a name for herself in the UFC, even on the outside, a supportive family there, like we saw in that Instagram picture. You got to imagine that she's going through some shit right now, both recovering physically and now having to mentally take this on with the media and small YouTube channels like us talking about this story. And that's the update up to this point, ladies and gentlemen. We will continue to monitor this story, as I'm sure the MMA world will continue to cover it as things transpire. If you like these videos, commentary, reaction on some of the more wilder stories outside the cage, but in the world of combat sports, don't forget to like and subscribe. Join us every weekend for various fight companions starting Thursday all the way to Monday. Check us out, Rush City Fight Show, every Monday, non-stop 2-hour combat sports show, 7 Eastern to 9. And drop a comment on the video as well, as we are totally interactive. Didn't have a story like this on my Tuesday morning bingo card as I was sipping my coffee and reading through sports news, ladies and gentlemen. Like and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.